Hey, put a finger in the sky if you want 'em. And put two fingers in the sky if you want 'em. That's J. Cole. So what I was looking at is like, what are your biggest dreams? You know, what if I told you the shit you dreaming about is a trap? Yeah. The spiritual cost of chasing material illusions. Okay. At the price that you're gonna pay. Relentless pursuit silently eroding at your soul. You don't even know it. Right? So, peace and light, y'all. This is Choise. Wherever you are right now, just know this message found you for a reason. I don't sugarcoat. I translate spiritual messages that hit home. Let's open these cards and see what Spirit want to say about material obsessions and material illusions. Most high ancestors and divine guides, I ask that you cover me and my collective in light and strength. Let every word and message come from love, wisdom, and truth. No weapon formed in spirit or flesh shall prosper here. Only messages meant for our highest good will reach our ears and our hearts. So it is, so it should be. Ashe. So, first I just want to tap into the golden cage. Trapped by desires. Spirit, what is the initial excitement that fades? I couldn't even get my question out. The initial excitement that fades. Disharmony, balance with togetherness. Initial excitement that fades. That's what I was gonna ask Spirit. And I got the Two of Cups in reverse. This is a breakdown in partnerships, communication issues, imbalance in relationships, false love, or breakup. Okay? So, the golden cage trapped by desires could be relationship disharmony, communication breakdown, imbalance, false love, or breakup, self-love, or third-party influence. Okay? For love, lack of balance, it leads to conflict and situations where one partner is giving more than the other person. It could also mean one partner is not emotionally available. Your career, okay, with the Two of Cups reverse, conflict with colleagues, bad business partnership, lack of cooperation in a team. Okay, so communicate carefully, be mindful what you say, especially during negotiations. Prioritize open communication, try to mend communication lines to address resentments before they escalate. Reevaluate the relationship. Consider whether the power dynamic is acceptable or if it has become a form of bullying. Focus on self-love. If the relationship issues are not resolved, it may be time to focus on your own emotional well-being. Okay? What void is trying to be filled? Spirit, what is the void? We have a 3 of Pentacles and Capricorn energy, 2 Pisces energy in the Moon card. Okay, this is 18, which 18 and 3 is 21. 21 is back to communication and community. Collaborative effort may be based on illusion, deception, or intuition that the situation isn't as it seems. Okay, so this could be either hidden talents, shared goals with intuitions, reconsidering a partnership. That's on a higher note. On a lower note, There's deception in teamwork. Okay. It's unclear collaborations. It's misleading information. Trust your instincts. Look beneath the surface. Acknowledge the unknown. So here we see that emotional desires and social settings could influence the desire to have success or materials or power or control in a dynamic. Spirit, what is collective trying to acquire? It's like inner child wounds. Maybe you were blocked out, you know, in a vulnerable stage, okay? And this is devil energy at the bottom of the deck. Maybe you were blocked out as a kid, okay? So when you get in these dynamics, you're overgiving and you need to feel validated somehow, some way, okay? And it's a shadow self. It's an attachment, materialism, codependency with the devil in the upright here. So what display of success is here? Okay, solitude. It's maybe uncomfortable when you by yourself. So you want to look like you're not by yourself. Material obsessions could probably make anybody feel like they have a lot of support in a lot of ways, because you could see that, you know, this person is strong, they're independent, they have shiny things, they have a nice car, a nice house. You want to feel like you don't need anybody, okay? Okay, do it. The overall strength. Overall strength. Having passion. Wanting to look strong. Ego. Pride. That's just like an attachment that it has on you. That's a spiritual attachment. What is the invisible drain? Like what is the invisible drain though? Spirit. Energetically investing for the collective. Restless, unfocused, burned out, Nine of Swords energy, Capricorn and Aquarius. So sometimes you just burnt out when it comes to relationships. You burnt out when it comes to teamwork. You burnt out when it comes to illusions. You just burning out on everything, mentally and financially. Okay. Burnt out on sleep, burnt out on strength. Where is time going, Spirit? Where is time going for collective? Where is their time going? Undisciplined group works, collaborations. It's lopsided. It's karmic. Your time is going into karmic teamwork groups. It's going into the opposite direction of restful and peaceful and joyful. What's worrying collective, Spirit? Inner turmoil, the illusions. So we got damn, the moon to the nine of swords in reverse. So moving past mental turmoil, this combination suggests that you are emerging from a period of great stress, confusion, and fear. You're beginning to see through illusions and confront anxieties that have been holding you back. You're healing from trauma. It points to the process of dealing with unsolved past issues where you might have been stuck in a cycle, but now finding ways to begin healing and recovery. You're reclaiming your platform. Some of y'all probably on social media platform wanted to come out. So you're reclaiming your power, where you find opportunities to find a more realistic and grounded perspective by facing the subconscious fears that may have been exaggerated or misunderstood. What are you comparing yourself? What is collective comparing themselves to? What is collective comparing itself to? This is the Pisces energy here. 8 of Cups in reverse. I'm seeing trying one more time, indecisions. You are comparing your older self to your younger self. You're in a back and forth battle between who you are, who you were, who you wanted to be, who inspires you. You're comparing your reality to some sort of expectation. You're comparing your present now to it's this version of you that is manufactured by what you want things to look like. Okay? And it's all in your head. Okay? What is the appearance that collective is? What is the anxiety? What is the anxiety? Justice, court, law, things being fair, things being truthful, things being... We got justice to the strength, to the 4 swords. Justice to trying to be strong all the time when you really need to just retreat. You need to put yourself flat on your back. You need to rest. You need not to look like you have it all. You need not to be out for people who are karmic and don't care about you or your inner child. They don't care about you. You need to rest. Justice is here. So you could be feeling anxiety. You could be feeling like nobody respects you. Nobody sees you as taking charge or having your life in order. Okay, justice to that. Your stability is okay. Even if you retreat, no one needs to know that you know, it's not really important. It's just a spiritual toll. That's just the price you pay. That's what drains you. Trying to impress people, try to keep your composure, trying to always, even it doesn't. Are y'all still with me? Okay, because I want to look at, after you drain the echoes of the empty spirit plea. Like, how long does it take the collective to stop ignoring their inner tuition? How long does it take collective to realize they got a spiritual stagnation? Even though they look successful, something is still wrong. And what they're trying to hold on to. By what joy do you think having possessions bring you? That's emptiness. That's your spirit is crying for help. What inner wisdom collective ignores? Spirit. The inner wisdom that's been ignored. Okay. Conflict with others, lack of support. Breakdown in communication, home conflict. Yeah, that's the 4 wands and Aries energy. Spiritual stagnation, emotional loss, Ace of Cups. Stuck in karmic dynamics. Spiritual stagnation, it blocks you. Okay. Possessions. Spirit. Possessions. Sacred intuition. Your higher self, your morale is always nudging you, and you do it any fucking way. You know it's not real. You know it's a never-ending cycle. You know it's a never-ending cycle. And you choose, and you hear the sirens outside. That's confirmation. Your intuition is calling out to you every time, and you do it anyway. We got 10 of Wands and Sagittarius energy at the bottom of the deck. So reclaim your essence and shift your focus. Excuse me. Oh, my phone is about to die, y'all. Okay, great. I just gotta take my microphone out so I speak louder now. Since I don't have a mic. What are we detaching from, Spirit? What is collective detaching from? Okay, I got the Queen of Wands in reverse. We detaching from selfish, jealous energies. We detaching from ignoring our intuition and our inner wisdom. Our inner self-respect. What are we decluttering, Spirit? What does collective need to declutter? What does collective have to declutter? Egotism, lack of confidence, recognition, unpopular, discredited, private achievement. That's a six of Wands. That's an energy we have to declutter from, collective. Hopefully y'all can hear me. All right. We have to declutter from egotism, our pride, and our ego. We'll always choose material obsessions. That's the spirit of it. So you have to shift your focus from that. Spirit, what's collective consuming? What is collective consuming? What is collective consuming? Consuming. Personal delays, shortcuts, delays, pauses, setbacks. Consuming a lot of setbacks. 21 is 3, and that 3 is community. Optimism, joy. You setting yourself back by consuming, over consuming community, over consuming joy. Oh, it'll be all right. I get paid tomorrow anyway, so I'm just gonna fucking like don't do that. Have some self control. Have some self respect and let go of what you feels makes other people see your worth. Okay? Now to prioritize your nine of Pisces, your 9 of Cups. Prioritize, experience your relationships in the 9 of Cups already. Experience your relationship in the 9 of Cups already. Experience your personal cups, your personal growth. I'm sorry. Cups is coming out a lot. That's what you need to experience. Instead of showing it, experience it, feel it. You don't need money to experience 9 of Cups in relationships and personal growth. You could just already be happy and abundant in just feeling these things instead of buying and having tangible financial setbacks. Yeah. Reclaim your essence, shift your focus. Beyond the illusion, we are finding true abundance. Okay? Beyond the 9 of Cups, we are finding true abundance. Okay? Spirit, where's our freedom? Spirit, where's the freedom for the collective? Transformations. Our freedom is in 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 transformations. You're going to get this. When you click off of this, you're going to hear me say this again. Our freedom is in transformations. That's the death card that comes out in reverse. Scorpio is the death energy. Death and transformations. 13 reduces to 4. 4 is stability. Okay? Emotional stability, spiritual disability, financial. Because what happens is, if you don't trust your intuition and you don't trust that your heart chakra is blocked or open, then you'll overgive. You'll overspend. You'll overlove. You'll overdo everything. Okay? Some of you are going through towers. It causes towers. It challenges your strength. We got 16 twice right here with the Chariot in reverse to the nine of Swords, the 8 of Cups in reverse to the Strength card. We'll have 2 towers right here. 19 illusions. It's like a stop cycle that keeps continuing to repeat. We got the Moon out here, 9 illusions. Okay, right here at the top, 2 and 3, we have intuition. Your intuition it just never leads you the right way around these connections. Okay, you got Capricorn, you got Pisces, Libra, Capricorn, Aquarius, Gemini, Pisces, Leo, Aries, Pisces, Aries, Libra, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, there's a lot of water energy, water and earth. Like, this is somebody who's just not in tune and not in alignment with their feelings, not in alignment with their intuition, not in alignment with stability. not in alignment with connections. Spirit, what's the purpose? Self-doubt, lack of self-awareness, inner critic, judgment. Self-love. We got the lovers in reverse in Gemini. This is how you're gonna find abundance. True abundance behind these illusions. This is true abundance for you. Spirit. Where's the genuine connections? Where's the genuine connections for the collective? Where's the genuine connections for the collective? Picking and choosing your battles correctly when it comes to money and objects and people and illusions and power dynamics and relationships and love, and pick and choose. And somebody who comes in, they're not struggling with those. They don't need you for money. They need you for you. That's genuine. Okay? Spirit, where's the spiritual fulfillment? Where's the spiritual fulfillment? You got the seven of swords in reverse. The spiritual fulfillment is where you need to let go of old grudges. Okay? Manage your stress. Or warn against escalating violence or revenge. Okay? That's your spiritual fulfillment. Okay? Peaceful resolutions. The conflict is ended. A path forward, peace, understanding, opening up. Okay? Let go. Start forgiving people. Start letting go of resentment. Start realizing that winning isn't everything. Okay? Reconciliation. Others may be regretting past harsh things that they've said and open to make amends and repair relationships. Okay? Move on. You successful. You overcoming internal or external conflicts. Move forward. Get away from difficult situations. Okay? But if you go escalating conflict, holding grudges, seeking revenge, and you not taking care of your mental health or your self-care in general or your stress, you're going to get to a breaking point. Okay? And the only thing that you seem to control is material things or the way things look. Okay? Spirit, what's the presence? What's the presence? We got the Nine of Wands here. This is presence, Nine of Wands, and then we got the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. A person who is resilient and persevering through challenges, but is struggling with emotional maturity. I think that's where you could write the spirit off as it's almost like an addiction. Yeah, because when people so material obsession could almost be like a form of a drug. Just seeing this here, I feel like I broke through something there. Like when people aren't emotionally validated in their childhood, they have substance abuse. Or if they've been violated in their childhood and it wasn't validated because they were heavily violated, no validation. Okay, most adults before they exit from adolescence are struggling with substance abuse, which is drugs and alcohol and gambling and um, just karmic relationships. A lot of generational curses stem from these spirits. One of them is materialism. We're here. That's where we are with it. Okay, the Nine of Wands signifies a person who has fought hard, won battles, and standing guard. But then you got the King of Cups, and it's reverse. You prone to emotional outbursts, immaturity, inability to handle things. You got internal conflict. Okay, your willpower, determination, your emotional state, you at odds with it. All right, and you pushed, and and it could be quick. It could be quick. It could be impulsive. It could be. It could be programmed to the point where you don't even realize you're doing it. It's instant because it's spiritual. You can't see it. It's just cause and effect. Potential burnout. Okay, check this out. If you don't continue to push forward and you don't have any emotional balance, you'll be burnout or broke down. Okay, like no strength to endure. Okay, these have a whole lot of negative consequences. It hurts you and it hurts the people around you. Eventually, you know, your wife, your husband. If you have older parents, if you have children, this starts to affect you and the people around you. Look, King of Cups to the Lovers. This is relationships with a lack of balance, poor communication, emotional instability, manipulative behavior. Okay? So this is an unhealthy dynamic. It points to a deeply unhealthy relationship dynamic where one person is emotionally immature or manipulative to a general sense of disharmony and conflict. Like a lack of clarity and potentially misleading behavior, it make it hard to understand what's really happening. So that's why this is a need for emotional control. Okay, that's a validation. That goes back to your childhood. That's what I'm saying, like a substance. So, you gotta, before you impulsively, because it's impulsive, it's quick, it's telling you the emotions is fucked up. You gotta step back, assess the situation, focus on regaining your own emotional stability rather than rejecting the other person's behavior. Yeah. And this could be jealousy, this could be what we say, insecurity, self-confidence. That's what that is. Inner child, feeling down, over optimistic, depressed, sad, careless, arrogance. That is God's being real. I'm gonna pull letters and initials. This one for the books. Okay? This is one for the books. If you see somebody that's materialistic, run. Because they got a demon on them. And they're going to manipulate the shit out of you. Okay? And they have no control over their emotions. The emotions is up and down, like bipolar. These people could be narcissistic. They could be bipolar. They could have multiple personalities. These people, right here, when I see the Nine of Swords, I think of somebody with a mental illness. And now when you see depressed with the sun in reverse and then Queen of Wands in reverse, you already know what time it is. You already know what time it is. The moon is up, the sun is down. Okay? So I'm going to start with the letters Y, T, E, C, M, Q, O, V, R, B, Q, U, T, V, R, X, M, B, Z, G, I, Q, E, X, X twice, C, J. Then I'm gonna read my zodiacs. I'm laughing because I feel like spirit is showing us the frequency of the letters and the initials. Like these are frequencies. These are people with these types of energies where they have these names with these energies to it. So this is a collective reading. And it is a timeless reading. That's all that's all I'm saying. It could be everybody, it could be anybody, but this is just where the frequency lies at with these energies. Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, 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 Cancer, Cancer, Virgo, Virgo, Libra, Leo, Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, and Sagittarius. All right, y'all. That's what I have for you today. If you need something more specific, you already know. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, I'm Choise. I'm always sending you light, love, and truth. Peace.